Dude, what's going on? Early stream today. We've gone live 3 hours early because we have got sent a early copy of the demo for Tavern Talk, which looks like a bit of a mix of Coffee Talk and like Dungeons and Dragons characters and that kind of stuff. It looks really cool. It looks really interesting. So we got sent a early copy of that. So we're going to be splitting this VOD into two parts. We'll be doing this. Once we finish the demo, we'll be jumping into Banjo-Tooie. So the Banjo-Tooie VOD is going to come out at the normal time. This VOD is going to get pushed back till we have a day of no VOD uploads. That should be Wednesday. Wednesday, I'd expect this one to be coming out. Did I get it right? I don't know. Let me know. But anyway, YouTube, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all the love on the other videos. Make sure you drop a subscribe if you're new here. If you like the video, all that kind of good stuff. But yeah, YouTube, please enjoy. If you like the game, go wishlist it on Steam. Tavern Talk. I will put a link to the game on the YouTube description, and Jeppy's going to add one to the Twitch chat, but you won't be able to see that. Anyway, YouTube, please enjoy. We'll see you soon. Let's jump over. One day, chat, I will forget to hit that button. I will forget to hit the button and not actually go live. So this is that dragon. You know, I was telling you that you can pat the dragon. This is him. How cute does he look? With his little drink. I will find you a link, by the way, Jep. But this is the game. This is Tavern Talk. I've been looking forward to showing it to you guys. We got sent the early demo a couple of days ago. I was like, oh, we can bust this in at the start of the Saturday stream. I'm just getting a link for Jep while I remember, because otherwise I will forget this. Jep, would you mind just making like a pin post or a command or something for that one, please? I think we'll get into it though, guys. I don't know where the camera is going to go yet. I might move it to the bottom right and we'll see how that looks as we go. You can tell when I click out of the game because everything goes dead silent. Just make sure there's nothing here. Oh, you can use a controller. That's cool. Wishlist the game. Jep, it is not out yet. But thank you. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'm keen. I really enjoyed Coffee Talk, so I'm excited to try this one. Hey. It's going to be a lot of reading. The first half of the stream is going to be a lot of reading. Hi, Inkeep. How's it going? All fine and dandy? Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy? Yes. Yes, all fine and dandy. I like the crow. Look at him. I like the design, hey. It's a cute looking place. I had such an exciting day. Really, really exciting. Go on an adventure. Even better. I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster, or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome. I wonder if I can get away with controller. Let's see how this goes. Get it? No? But I got to take another walk around the grove. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones, the same trees, the same amaranth hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon, the same moss. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there, so... Sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is exciting as a roasted nut. Don't, chat, don't. I already know what I'm going to see if I look at chat. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces as a snack. There are various types of nuts, walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. Oh. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut, just not something very fun. Thank you. I can see all the Nala nuts in chat. Thank you so much. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, I think that counts as a mistake. So, what you're saying is that you're missing some spice. Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me a bit much. I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. That sounds... I want to eat something called a phoenix chili. That sounds great. It's talking about the spice in your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes. Yes, exactly. That's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. Like a bland soup. Have you, chat? I feel like that is a real, like... I felt that way before. You ever felt like a bland soup? So a classic case of boredom, I see. You know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Have you tried adding some zest to your soup? Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater, or a gala, arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon, don't they fly up really high? I feel like she's a bit tame in general. Have you felt like this? Thank you, Solaris. Yes, I think that's the point. I'm afraid of heights. And of people. And of actors. Fable, what aren't you scared of? Fable is, an interesting character already. Apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing. But what is singing if not telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never lived through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in and day out, I live in the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest, and I look after it. But I want to get out there and see something. People do suck. You're absolutely right, chat. Like, for example, listen to this song I started writing. Is this going to go well, or is this going to go poorly? I'm not sure. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph, resting by the lakes. Sounds like a good song opening to me. Oh, really? You think so? Well, perhaps there's a nice flow to it. But nothing actually happens in it because all I do is sit around and wish for things to happen. I don't even know what nymphs do. I've never met one. Taxes, maybe? No, I don't think so. I'd love to sing about the exciting, magical things I encounter. Character information unlocked. To be honest, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I prefer if you didn't. Okay, maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. Means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. Yeah, Piano Man. You're absolutely right, Toasty. It's my favorite. Always makes me feel like a feather-light nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. You want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Alright. Although, I was wondering. I've been coming to your tavern for so long, I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Yes, please. I'm not making this mistake 3 nights in a row, chat. I am not going without a tutorial again. Really? Yeah. Skip it. What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron? Summon a familiar? Be that guy, Dave. I feel like we're breaking the mold here, Jep. We're not going to be that guy. We're going to actually look it up, how to play. How do I summon a familiar? Just follow me. There's Andu. I love him. This is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. So I hit Y. You pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. Do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure I know what I asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No. I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I set on one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. What if you pick the wrong one? You can either erase it with a sponge or just pick a different recipe. Ingredients stored in 5 bottles on the right. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I love it. I actually quite like this so far. I think it's going to be fun. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. I don't need to bore you with the magical details. Just try making a drink. You've got this. Alright, so we can check out Check our recipes. We want the Swift Strike. Be a leaf on the wind with Swift Strike. This must have for any dexterity-devoted adventurer. Grants you agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy. Oh, and a tasty drink. With an order this delicious, you'll exceed any dwarf's kill count in no time. The dragon is so cute. It is. All right, so we've got that. We can then draw it on the board. So we can see... Hang on. How do I... I'm going to the mouse. There we go. We can pat Andu. See when we click him. Oh, look at his eyes. How cute. All right, he's very cute. I like him. All right, that was worth it. So we can see on the board, whatever we hover over is in that triangle. So we just want Swift Strike. So we're going to take this one. And we just hold it. Cool. Now I can put this back. Is that right? Doesn't look right, does it? I feel like... Oh, okay, hang on. So now we need this one up one. All right, let's try this again. That's horrifying. Jesus. All right, so we start with... Let's just go one of brain. One of this. Brain cell. One brain cell, chat. And then the rest, dexterity. And Swift Strike, cool. It's us. It's you guys, is it? I did like that he held it up to show that we had the right one. Right, Andu? So now we can hit the bell. Oh wait, left trigger to pet. I can just use the trigger. I don't even have to go over. All right, so now we've finished the drink. We hit X. And there it goes. Cute. All right, I like it. It actually does teleport. Of course it does. What do you think was happening? I thought you were just very good at sleight of hand. It's a pretty drink. I see. Well, I'll give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that? You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Thank you for your enthusiasm. Adventurers you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? You actually want to try? Well, yes, I wouldn't tell great stories. But what? Never mind. Alright, we've got the edgy character now. I like the character design. Look at the pot plant in the background with the tentacle. Oh no. How can I help you? A drink. Beer? Right. What kind? Drinkable. Very specific, thank you. How about spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Sure, whatever. Okay, so now I go my journal. What do they want? The spoken heart. Sweet and sparkling taste. Spoken heart will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to surface. Your newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heartfelt words will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities. A charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. We do that, we pin it. So I think the best way is actually starting with the ones that are just ones. Hey, so we go like one of this, then one of this, and then we just finish off with the charisma. And Andu will hold up a sign, spoken heart. Thank you, Andu. I love that he holds up a sign to tell us what we made. Out it goes. All right, the drinks are actually making me like want them. Like they look delicious. That should be digestible, maybe even tasty. Thanks. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee haunting the lonesome lagoon at night. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Oh. Room unlocked. Song of bones and water. Alright. The brooding type, I see. I like how her drink has like the leaves floating around it and stuff. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. Is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. He is the best boy, Jeppy. Absolutely. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove. As well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so, yes. What if it's wrong to leave, though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventure starts with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. I like this. I like the way we make the drinks. I like Andu. Like, Andu's a great way of, like, having a drink. Oh my god. I do like the character design as well. Greetings, traveller. How may I help you? You own this establishment, Innkeep? Last time I checked? With whom do I have the pleasure? Name's Carelin. You can call me Care or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Care. Lynn, what can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You did a thing with the quests, right? So they say. You want one? You can have a look at my notice board. No quest for me, but I may have one for you, or your notice board. Tell me more. Heard of werewolf making trouble up in Traeger and terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. We've got another rumor. A werewolf? That's news to me. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south in Erova? I'm wondering if it's the same one just moving up like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. You mean the one with the vampires? Alright, so it's just Twilight. Think so. Nah, it just split society into two camps. Team werewolf or team vampire. Which one are you, Innkeep? Are we team Edward or are we team Jacob? This is the most important question in the whole demo, chat. It's a hard one. Werewolf from Jeppy. I mean, you like those wolf ones, don't you, Jep? Like, we'll go that. Is it the fur or the pecs? Chat, is it the fur or the pecs? Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp more so. I'm itching to ask for details. Don't. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Yep, that's why I asked. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you that you could pass as a werewolf? Yes, all the time. At least twice a day. Didn't like that. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Yes. No. Just afraid he might look too much like my Uncle Dragon. We'd feel bad slaying that fella. You know? Hunchback, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Holger. I'm sorry to hear that. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next one to be Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that's Southern Werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get it done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works? On any dog, trust me. We've unlocked the room of fetch. Good to know. Thanks, Carelin. Not that hard. Either Carolyn, Care, or Lynn. I want to call her Lynn because I can pronounce that. Alright, Chief. You got a name or is it just Innkeep? Just Innkeep for now. Play fetch with Andu. I love it. Playing hard to get, I see. Well, Innkeep, then before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful. Something with a whole lot of strength. Don't you dare give me any of that watered down muck instead. Alright, so we want strength. Do we look at our drinks? Look. Hit the right button. So they want Strength 3, which is going to be a Southern Brawler. It's a perfect combination of offense and defense, dominated by a piquant aroma of Ignis. Drink is served fiery hot or ice cold, depending on the kind of fight you're looking for. Yeah, so that's definitely the one to use. So we'll write that one up. So we start with 1 charisma. I really like this. 1 charisma. 1 of these. And then 3 strength for the rest of it. And Andu, it's a Southern Brawler. Thank you, Andu. Andu has the most important job because really, I don't trust myself to get these right. A drink with 0 water, as requested. Not bad, just was a craving. Thanks. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Personal business. Care to elaborate? No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will you? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west, so might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. Something like that. Yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead? Certainly unconventional. It's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past wants everyone willing to listen. Am I talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. Alright, well then. If I need more rooms for me, I need 8. Don't shy away from coming back. More of a lone wolf, don't do groups. But sure, for more work, I'll be back. I'll be waiting. Big rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? Don't want them to go to waste. I could use some help. I think we need the tutorials, chat. Fine, I guess I've got a few minutes. Let's see your setup. I still keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. The best step is sorting the matching snippets on your quest page. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written up. Got it? Got it. Thank you for your help, Lynn. Put it on my tab. That's not how that works. Good night to you too. Alright then, let's assemble this quest. So, we've got a Banshee, but we don't have the info for the Banshee. We have Werewolf. We've got... Carolyn told me about a werewolf who's roaming around Tarragon. Potential threat to villagers. Was previously seen in Erebor. And secret weakness is playing fetch. And we can write that up. A werewolf on detours. Reticent Volkakan passed by the Wayfarer's Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way up to Traeguren from Erebor. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently werewolves love playing fetch. Brave enough to take on this quest and save Traeguren from the werewolf mayhem. I think that worked out well. That seems like we got that right. Feed Andu. Sweep up. This is really cute. I like it. It's cute so far. I do wonder how complicated the drink orders will get, like whether they'll be more confusing. Do you remember Coffee Talk? It didn't take long before we were like dealing with some pretty complicated orders. I'm just fixing up. My screen has a little line that you guys can't see, but I can, and it's driving me mad. Act 1, The Wayfarer's Inn. Part 2, Prelude to Bravery. 58th of the Wake. Do we think we'll see Fable? Yep, there she is. Do we feel like she should be taking the werewolf quest? I'm not sure how we feel about this. What do you have there, Fable? Found this on your notice board. It says a werewolf is terrorizing Traeguren. Is that true? It is indeed. Have you sent anyone after it yet? Maybe that hooded guy from yesterday. Not yet. What kind of hero are you looking for? One who knows their way around difficult terrain, woods even, preferably one who is good with a bow. One who tells me they want the quest. Ah, I am good with a bow. Yes, Fable. And I know my way around any woods. I know, Fable. Just take the quest, Fable. And? Maybe I want the quest? Just maybe? No, not just maybe. Since yesterday, all I've been able to think about is you telling me to follow my heart. And then I step into your tavern and the quest practically jumps out at me and I think, hey, there's a start for an adventure. I don't feel like a werewolf is the starting, like a first adventure level. Do we think? I feel like the undead snails might be a safer start here. So you're a forest, you live in a forest. Werewolves are basically just normal wolves, but slightly scarier because they're also human. Hey, Wesh, how you doing, man? But you've talked to humans before. And you got silver arrows for your birthday last year, and they're just collecting dust in your room. And I thought I could ask you if anyone had taken it yet. And then, chicken, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Didn't think that far ahead. I see. Or rather, I did, but then I thought, what if I take the quest? Then I have to go on the quest. If I have to fight the werewolf, or talk to the werewolf, which is worse. Because what if the werewolf doesn't like me? What if when I try to shoot it with my silver arrow, I miss and shoot a tree instead? And then the tree would be mad at me. I feel like this is sounding very similar to a lot of you, chat. Wouldn't really matter because I'd be dead. Because of the werewolf. That took a quick turn. So maybe I should put the quest back. Fable? Yes? You want me to tell you to take the quest? Maybe. I didn't say any names. I did not say any names. So those of you reacting in chat, this is on you. As much as it's on me. I can't make this decision for you. Neither can I. Whenever I have to make a difficult decision, it's like I freeze in place. And suddenly I'm unable to move until someone makes a decision for me. Like a slime. A frozen slime that can't move. I've met slimes less anxious than you. You've met slimes? My tavern is open to everyone. Alright. What do slimes drink? Water. More slime. Bones. You sell bones? Only to slimes. Ah. Maybe you'll be able to add my bones to your menu soon. Just have to pick them up from the forest floor. Jesus, Fable. I think I have a hard time convincing a werewolf to give up free bones. Oh dear. Why are you so anxious, Fable? In general? I think answering that would take up more time than we have to spare. About taking the quest. It seems to me that you want to take it, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it instead. Oh, well, I do want to go on that quest. Werewolves may not be the best muses. But it'd make a good start for a song, right? The prelude of an epic Fable, the protector of the woods. The world, the worms. Worms? They seem like they need protecting. But every time I think about embarking on a quest, and I start to think more deeply about what might happen, all my bones start to shake and I feel dizzy. Is there something making you feel like you might fail? Aside from the bloodthirsty werewolf? We don't know what it's thirsty for. It might prefer orange juice. It might. Well, heroes have history, right? Great feats they can look back on to prove their bravery. Inspirational adventures that remind them of the lights in the dark. The opposite of that. Great mistakes and epic regrets. Like the Mary Morgan incident. Or my first encounter with the Amaranth Hydra. Or the reason why nobody wants to spend time with me. Oh. Poor Fable. Why does no one want to spend time with you? Because I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, and whenever good things are supposed to happen, I ruin them. No matter how easy things might be, nothing seems easy enough for me. Imagine there's one nail sticking out in the whole kingdom. Everyone would pass by it except for me. I'd get caught in it, rip my coat. Did that happen once? Once. I wish it had only been once. Seems like my life only follows the path that's most embarrassing. Or dangerous. Or dangerously embarrassing. The curse of ill luck follows me wherever I go, like an adventuring companion who secretly wants to kill you. No one wants to hang out with someone who naturally attracts bad things. You're too harsh on yourself, Fable. Am I? See, just last week I wanted to gather fresh flowers. The daffodils are blooming and they make for a nice bouquet, you know. Or hair accessories. They always calm my anxiety when I have them around. But me being me, I confuse them with their evil twin, the weeping amaryllis. Now guess what I spent the whole day afterwards doing? Weeping? Like a baby, all day long. When I plucked them, they released their spores and I started crying. Suddenly felt all the sadness of the world rush over me. I've never been so heartbroken. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, Fable. It was. Between the tears and the sobs, I managed to make a tincture out of hogweed. Eased the pain, but the tears wouldn't stop until dawn. I'm so silly sometimes. What about the Mary Morgan incident? Yeah, the Mary Morgan incident. Didn't you hear about that? I think Gaia word didn't get around. My very first adventure, the chance to finally escape from the daily grind. What happened? The adventure party was on their way, passing through the Ashen Grove. Due to the Sylvan spirits, it gets fairly foggy at night, and the fog bears great danger to anyone who isn't acquainted with the spirits who call it home. So, they wanted guidance from a local ranger. A merchant up in Traegarian recommended me. I agreed to help, of course. My first adventure. Yay. I was so excited, but also very, very nervous. So, of course, it had to go wrong. I think it was the nerves. Why were you so nervous? New people. Seasoned adventurers. One stronger than the next. All in shining armor and armed to the teeth. I wanted to leave a good impression, but my bad luck got in the way. How did it go wrong? I felt their condescending glares on my back as I walked them through the woods. Of course, I don't know whether they actually glared, but my fear got a hold of me and I led them astray. Must have blacked out. I've never got lost in the woods before. Well, this time I did. I couldn't see well, there was blood rushing my ears and I felt dizzy. So for some stupid reason, I led them along a path no one should ever take. Past the riverbanks to the Shivermere, home to the Mary Morgan. You know of the Mary Morgan, yes? The wrathful spirit that's known to drown men. Not sure if she really differentiates between genders, though. Rumor unlocked, the Mary Morgan. For some stupid reason, I led them right into her arms. I got scared, and in the end, they had to save me. They fought the creature, and we finally found a way out when dawn broke. And the fog ebbed away. Couldn't look at them for the rest of the journey. And I silently bid my farewells when we reached the other side of the Ashen Grove. I was too embarrassed to speak. I'm sure I'm still the laughingstock of every one of the gatherings. How am I ever supposed to set foot in the adventuring world again? To be fair, it could have been worse. I could have led them into the right into the arms of the wyvern chimera that resides in the Quag Mangrove. More rumors. I do like how we can, we get the rumors and we're going to be able to build quests as we go and stuff. It's cool. They had a taste for adventurers, but you didn't. But I didn't. And the Hydra. Well, just a day after it arrived to guard the portal to Dreamplane Avalon, I wanted to be polite and neighborly, so I bought it some homemade biscuits. I burned them a little in the oven, but I thought since it has fire breath, it wouldn't mind. So I approached the Amaranth Hydra, and I have this whole speech prepared about how I'm looking forward to having it around, and how its green scales match my hat. But it was so tall and intimidating, I forgot all I wanted to say. So I just set down the biscuits and smiled awkwardly. Looked at my biscuits and then at me, and it said, "By the rivers of the stars stand a man who reads the firmament's past. Some things are as sturdy as the gilded ice, some things as changing as Leviathan's sea. All chimeras hate mice, all hydras love tea." Well, that's good to know for the chimera quest. I thought to myself, wow, the Amaranth Hydra has given me a riddle. A quest. Maybe this should be my first adventure. I couldn't figure out the answer, so I left, and I tried to solve the riddle for 3 days. Too ashamed to step foot in front again, lest it know I was not worthy of its wisdom. But then I couldn't take it anymore. I ran back, apologized, and begged it for the answer. Turns out that's just how it speaks. It wanted tea. Did you get it some? Yes. Then you completed its quest. 3 days late. If it needed an antidote, it would have died. I mean, in its defense, that is not the clearest way to ask for tea. Wood halves are about as useful as an antidote when you haven't been poisoned. They change nothing. Adventures don't come tied up in neat, mistakeless bows. Mistakes are part of your story, Fable. No matter how hard you try to shame yourself for them. I like you the same nonetheless. You do? Yeah. I don't care much for Fable, the flawless hero. I don't think their stories would be very interesting. Fable, the messy adventurer with a heart of gold and endearing personality, on the other hand. Great non-guy. Might even be my favorite regular. Don't tell anyone else I said that. I won't. Thank you, Inkeep. And because I like you so much, I'm going to keep giving you free advice. I hope so. What do you have for me? Seem to be very insecure. I think that's the biggest problem here. But how can I not be, when everything I touch falls apart? No, that isn't true. You're right. I'm a great gardener, everything grows around me, but I seem to just get smaller. Except zucchinis. I can't figure out how to grow those. In a way, I'm like a zucchini. I'm insecure because I don't know what I'm capable of. You'll have to find that out then. Like, on a quest? For example. Don't you think I'm a little underleveled? Do you think they will change by sitting around? I guess not. Someone has to help those people, right? What if I don't and then no one else comes around? What if I'm the only chance they've got? But what if I'm not? What if there's someone better? Best thing you can do is try to help them. So if another adventurer swings by and they're able to make the situation better, isn't that a good thing? 4 hands better than 2, who knows? You might even end up forming a party. Oh. And besides, if it's a perfect hero they want, they'll be waiting forever. I didn't think about it like that. Maybe I shouldn't decide to give up before I even try. After all, I am a very fast runner, so if I screw up, I can just run away real quick. That's the spirit. Okay, I, Fable, a great gardener and future hero, charmer of nymphs, am going to embark on this quest and save the... She really likes nymphs, doesn't she? And I shall return victorious. Did I do it right? Yeah, good job. I'll leave the quest in your capable hands, brave adventurer. Would you like a drink to aid on your journey? Yes. You have something that can make me more nimble and quiet, so that the werewolf won't see me coming. Something with a lot of dexterity. If I want to fight it, I'm going to need that surprise round advantage. Maybe something can help me with my diplomacy. Perhaps it's just a hungry, lost lichen after all, and only needs a pep talk and a hug. Maybe we could even be friends. But I need something with a lot of charisma for that. I'll leave the choice up to you. I feel like we go for making friends, hey? Just make sure you don't pick a random recipe. Please keep it to one of the abilities I asked for. Remember, your choice can influence my fate. It could change the entire outcome of this quest. But of course, I'm sure you're already aware of that. Sorry for backseat mixing. Yeah, we don't like backseating, chat. What do you reckon? I feel like we want to make friends. I feel like we want them to make friends, yeah? Should I ban it? It's alright, she's not backseat mixing. Let's give her the spoken heart. Let's give her the spoken heart because I feel like we could make friends with the... Like, we don't know the werewolf's a bad dude. Like, the werewolf is just here. It's not their fault. We get that one and that one. And then a ton of charisma. And Andu is going to tell us that it's the spoken heart. Beautiful. It's no pressure. Yeah, hopefully she's not, like, going to talk to it and just die. That would be a bit rough for the demo. This should do it. Thank you. I feel much better. Braver, balming. No way, that sounds like I'm tending to a farm. There are a lot of farmers in Tregaron, and I'm going to protect them all. Or talk to them until they feel better. I'm sure they could use that too. I just hope I don't have to fight anyone. No, I'll be okay. Because of your help, I'll be able to talk myself out of any situation. Thank you again. I think the drink gave me the courage I needed to get started. You got this, Fable. I'll try. Have some faith in yourself. Okay, I got this. Much better. I almost forgot. I was thinking about how much your words helped me yesterday. And how I'd have to thank you properly if I ever did end up taking a quest, so... I brought you some phoenix chilies from my garden. They seem like something you might enjoy. They possess natural magical properties. If you plant them in the right soil, they can grow to be fire resistant. Your consumption can pass it on to mortals like us. Exactly. I thought that might go well with your drinks. They will. Thank you, Fable. It's a very thoughtful gift. So waiting for another shipment of infusions in a few days. I'll just take a look at them all together later. Of course, I'm glad you like them. Maybe I'll order a drink with some next time. First, I have to complete my quest. I'll see you post-victory. Huge. I hope Fable will be alright. Let's have a look at our quest board. Do we have any... Wait, if I go quest board... Oh, alright. Maybe I can't at the moment. Maybe you can only make the quest at night? Wonder what path their fate took. Maybe a zesty one. I hope I was able to help. Oh, this guy's back. You again. Me again. And who are you? Someone who wants a drink. What kind? Drink. Yes, I get it. You try being more specific? That spoken heart one tasted fine. Thank you. So I guess another spoken heart? Just everyone gets spoken hearts now. Hey, B. How you doing? Welcome in. Alright, let's just make... We're just a spoken heart bar now. Just everyone gets spoken hearts. Andu, is this right? Spoken heart. There we go. Send it out. We've learnt one recipe and everyone gets it. Spoken heart just for you. Maybe it'll help you find more words. Good attempt. Perfectly drinkable. Might make me come back for more. Might not. Thank you. Enjoy. Bye. How you doing, B? It's good to see you. Charming. Is that our day, was it? Oh. They're covered in slimes. Oh, no. That one's still got eyes. You want a spoken heart too, please? We'll see what we can do for you, Jet. Careful, you'll step on my cape. Oh, shush. Sush. Greetings, travelers. How may I help you? Another one of those empty babblers. Would you prefer a different line? Let's see. Hail and well met, adventurers. Would you like to try me drinks? No, that feels wrong somehow. Would you try one we just serve drinks quietly? Fresh out of that one, sorry. Thought so. Plan to try and peer into my backstory? Probably. Ugh. I'm on you, I'm very good at ignoring non-essential NPCs. How dare he? Why are you ignoring me? Not you, the innkeep. The innkeep is ignoring me? Not in the slightest. Don't worry too much about him. He's a tad quirky. I see. That thing on shoulder, is it quirky too? What thing? Ah, my cape. Your cape? That's not his cape. That green fella on his shoulder is an ooze. Or what's left of it. And the rest of it is on you? Aye, pretty tough to clean off. May I ask how that happened? You just did. Ooze. Maybe I can offer you two a drink in exchange for the story in your names. Yes, I love stories. Well then, may I have your name? No, but I shall tell it to you. Alright, I like Alphonse. I am Sir Alphonse Louis Frederic Duquette de Sang. It's long for Kyle. Kyle? Kyle. Well, Kyle, what kind of drink can I offer you? Blood. Or if you're out, I would also settle for something that tastes like blood. Or looks like it. Red is my favorite color. I look for something with red in it. Alright, let's have a look at our menu. I mean, the Southern Brawler is red, blue, green, orange, purple. So it's got to be that one. I feel like it's giving a bit away that it's telling us to make the sword one, but I like Kyle. I like her. I mean, still Alphonse, but still. So I feel like that one, it could have probably gotten away with not telling us what drink, you know? Just going, you need one with lots of red, and then we go, well, this is the red. You know what I mean? That's all right. Andu, is that right? Thank you, Andu. I'm glad we have Andu, chat. Some almost blood for you, sir. Oh, thank you very kindly. That looks delicious. It also tastes delicious. Very alive. Maybe as a chaser, you could let me have a bite. No. Okay. And to whom may I offer the second drink? Rhea Frostgrip. Nice to meet you. Yeah, Skip. Just serve me something strong. Something that feels durable, tough, like a mountain or the caves at Ur. One of those frosted lagoons looks close enough. Coming right up. Thank you, Crow. Alright. So a frosted lagoon. We haven't made this one yet. This is new. 1 charisma. 1 strength. And then 3 blue. Bitches love blue. Frosted Lagoon. Thank you, Andu. Let's give Andu a pet while we're here. I love how his eyes sparkle. They do, Jeppy. Bitches love blue. A taste of just for you, valued customer number 2. Oh, are you hidden the placeholder text? Let me try. See, you're many things, but not a liar. Tastes like a pile of rocks, just how I like it. So, Rhea, Kyle. What about that Oozeville story? I love that we're just rolling with it and calling him Kyle. Fine, guess you've earned it. Alright, picture me deep in the mountains of Dolma with my trusty axe and a good drink by my side. There I was, minding my own business, digging for the good stuff, you know? Hit a gold vein earlier and deemed myself the luckiest dwarf of all time. Had a real big pile of gold. Then suddenly, this big ooze comes along and slurp. Gone it was. This is a very boring story. Perhaps we could go looking for my cape now. It's nearly sunrise. And? The sun kills you? Oh, right. I love Kyle. Did the ooze also eat the cape? Yes. No. Oh. Anyways, I wouldn't call myself the best warrior, but when that ooze slurped me up, I had to do something. So I took my shovel and dug and hit until there was nothing left of the ooze anymore. Well, almost nothing. So, did you dig out your gold? Silly food. She dug out me. And guess what he was clinging onto? The gold? Oh, yes. A big gold nugget. Should be enough to get me to Barovia. And perhaps it can even get me a dandy new cape. I think so, Sunshine. We had a deal. Ah, we did? Please allow me to ask a question. What was the deal again? I get you to Barovia so you can participate in your vampire banquet, and in return, I get the gold. What about my cape? Where did you last see your cape? Don't even bother. It's a lost cause. We looked everywhere on our way here. Bought cursed chests, many-eyed monstrosities, undead goons. And I started to wonder, where in his life did this man put his cape? Where everyone puts their cape. You know where I put my capes? Where? In a wardrobe. Oh. So you can wear it inside the wardrobe land? What? No. Kyle, maybe we can find someone to retrieve your cape for you. We could? Phenomenal. I could put out a quest for you. But for that, we need a little more information. Absolutely, Narnia. I love these two. These two are great. Good luck with that. First, I need to know where you last saw your cape. I was getting ready to go to the annual vampire banquet hosted by Lord Strut in Barovia. While getting dressed, I realized I couldn't find my cape. My first thought, of course I cannot find it. The cape of invisibility is playing tricks on me. It's quite moody sometimes. This is truly unfortunate when you want to wear it for an important event. We all know how important a fancy cape is for flaunting your vampire status. Of course. And what was the last vampire event you wore your cape to? My wedding. Your wedding? When I married my sweet Evelyn, simply had to wear my most treasured cape. Show how important she was to me. Evelyn. The vampiric Countess Evelyn residing in Marrow Castle. That would be her. Congratulations. Are you still married? It's invisible, no wonder they can't find it. Exactly. I'm loving it. Of course not. I hate her. Every inch of her body. Turns out she just wanted... Where are you going with this, Kyle? Spit it out, Leech. Oh. What? My cape. Ah, rats. Here we go again. My sweet Evelyn stole my cape. What now? That little, mean, vicious, beautiful beast. Her, that thief of thieves, robbed me of my most precious possession. Wouldn't that be your heart? No. I had that taken out centuries ago. But my cape, I could never live without that. Oh, sweet, sweet Evelyn. How could you do this to me? I trusted her with all I had. That's rough, buddy. Perhaps Innkeeper, that's your name, right? Sure. Do you think there's a courageous adventurer out there brave enough to retrieve my precious cape for me? I'm afraid that my sweetest Evelyn will kill me on sight if I ever set foot in her villa again. Yes, I think we can find such an adventurer. We're setting up that search right now. So, where could a brave adventurer find Marrow Castle? Deep past the Abyss of Dread, at the foot of a mountain range that looks like a witch's bosom, towers the mansion of my dear Evelyn, Queen of Darkness, Temptress of Men, Flamenco champion of 1467. The right hero should be able to outsmart her and escape with their life. But be wary, she bites. She may be invisible now. His face goes like this. Thank you, Chip. And she may be invisible now. Alright, I think I got everything I need. I'll write up a quest for you. I'm sure you have your cape back in no time. I hope so. That reminds me. Not another curse monologue. Innkeep, quickly, another drink. I don't think I can make it through another tale of woe without some artificial stamina. I need another lagoon. I'll see what I can do. Alright, we need to make another frosted lagoon. I'm enjoying this. I know exactly what you mean though, Jep. What do you guys think? You guys enjoying it? I think it's cute. I really like Andu. It's a really good way of just showing us what we're making. Thank you, Andu. Oh, sorry, Jeff. I'd hit the button when I saw you said that. The liquid stamina for a valued guest. Let me try. You got it right again. Might even last till dayfall with this. Kai, would you like another drink as well? No, I cannot drink now that I'm consumed with thoughts of my love's betrayal. Oh, it ails me so. Everything ails you. The whole way here you were complaining about having to walk. My bat form doesn't work like it used to. I'm out of practice and slime weighs heavily on my shoulders. And my back is all itchy. Surely the cape is not on their back. Like, could it be because you insisted on sunbathing? Oh, right, innkeeper. You have a drink to protect me from the sun? Chance something that would also moisturize my delicate skin? I'm afraid not. Oh. That reminds me, my Aunt Matilda used to harness the power of Chimera's saliva for sun protection. A chimera? A thing, beast made out of several animals. Got 3 heads and all, made by the dragons to guide Gaia. Likes to eat people for breakfast. I'm aware. Just didn't know its saliva could be so useful. Ah. If only I hadn't eaten that delectable bear chimera in the Scarlet Caves. I could have asked for a sample of its saliva. Sure, that would have gone over well. Actually, I might know where to find one. Really? Will you get it for me then? No. Oh. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Miss Frostgrip, dearest Rhea, perhaps we can alter our deal. Oh no, forget it. I ain't going. With nothing on me but a shovel and ooze, I'd be no match for such a beast. No problem. I can make it another quest for my trusted board. And when will it be done? Tell me when I can walk among mortals in the glistening sunlight once more. As soon as Fearless Adventurer picks it up and succeeds, especially that part. Splendid. Do you hear that? A quest just for me. Let's leave it at 2. So, Innkeep, while we wait for someone to do his work for him, do you perhaps have a room or 2? Possibly a room without sunlight? Wouldn't want Snow White to go up in flames over here. Sure thing. I've got a couple of barred up rooms. You can stay there. How much? You can pay when you leave. Grand. Seems like they gave you more personality than usual. Keep it up. Maybe you'll become a real boy one day. Thank you. Enjoy your stay. You too, tasty creature. I really like Kyle. All right, new quest. We've got a fair few notes here. All right. Vampire Lasso's Cape. All right, we've got... Quirky Vampire is looking for his cape. He seems a bit confused. Wanted to go for a stroll in the sun. Vampire Lasso's cape on his wedding day. For the Witch's Wrath Peak resides Countess Evelyn, the vampiric temptress of men. Be wary of invisible threats. That doesn't seem quite right. Hang on. Let's take these out for 1 second. Let's do the Chimera one first. We don't care about the undead yet. We have... Surely there's a way to get these organized better. Mary Morgan. Wyvern Chimera resides in the Quagmire Adventures where you might be on its menu. Oh wait, hang on. That should come down to the help. That one's going to be the thing, and... that feels like what we need for this one, yeah? Deep in the Quag Mangrove resides a wyvern... The Quag Mangrove, Jet. Its scales and claws are valuable treasures to any alchemist. Its saliva even more so. It happens certain vampire may be able to use the rare saliva to produce a sunscreen. So effective that he could even walk in broad daylight. Is there any adventurer or mouse brave enough to confront the beast? The Chimera, not the vampire. Bring back a bucket of saliva. That one seems right. I'm interested in what happens if you put the wrong things, whether it rejects them. Let's try that. So like, vampire, Mary Morgan. So this is definitely wrong. And I'm hoping it's going to reject it and not stuff up. Yeah, cool. That's good. It's good that it just rejects it. I love the, like, the S's and stuff. Oh, is that how it shows you who they belong? Oh, I see. See, it's like a Banshee's haunting that and the Mary Morgan. See, they pair up. That actually makes a lot of sense. I like it. Hey there, Evelyn. A mild summer morning, a senile vampire came to look for his cape of invisibility at the Wayfarer's Inn. City equestrian innkeeper uncovered that he lost his cape at his wedding, where his ex-wife, Countess Evelyn, stole it from him. She resides at the foot of the Witch's Wrath Peak. Venture to the peak and dare to retrieve the long-lost cape. But be aware, she might be invisible. Alright. I like it. Feed Andu. Clean up the room. And blow out the candle. This is cute. I really like this. Also bitey. You're right. You're right. She is likely also bitey. Act 1, Part 3. The new and former friends. Ooh. The new friends and former enemies. We will pet him next time we open up the bar option, Jep. Absolutely. My shipment of infusions finally arrived this morning. I now have access to some Fade crystals and frozen pine cones. Together with Fable's Phoenix chilies, I have 3 infusions now. I'll unpack them later when I have some time. I have a feeling they'll be of use soon. Carolyn and Fable. So, innkeep, a drink for me and this lanky pal. It's good to see you too, Lynn. She meant to say please. Welcome back, Fable. You look alive. Thank you, I am. It seems like a given. I'm just happy to see them doing well. And with a friend? We ain't friends. Oh. We're not? You two didn't form a party? No. Oh. And what's this drink about? They may be very annoying, but they did just help me solve a family feud of about 10 years. That was rude. That was rude. So I do owe them some of your dishwater at the very least. Family feud? I wouldn't call it a feud. More of a miscommunication. No, it was a feud. I feel like feud implies a certain level of hostility. I was going to kill him. I thought that was a joke. It wasn't. Oh. But no one died? No, Elfie here was able to prevent that. It's Fable. Whatever. Lynn is rude. Lynn is very rude. Does chance have something to do with your quests? It does. I stopped her from killing the werewolf. Elaborate, please. I was going to kill the werewolf. They stopped me from killing the werewolf. What's not to get? A lot. I think he's confused because the quest was to save the villagers from the werewolf. And now it sounds like I saved the werewolf from you. Which I did. Kind of. So remember you saying you didn't want the quest, Lynn? I didn't. I was there by chance. They were both stealing sheep. Was not. Sure was. Grocerying don't pay what it used to. So you steal other people's sheep? Mind your own business. How did any of this lead to a successful quest? Well, where do I start? How about at the beginning? Right. I was born in a half-crescent dream. Jesus Christ, Fable. Of the quest, Fable. Right, the quest. Traveling there was no trouble, no enough shortcuts to travel through the Ashen Grove swiftly. Reach the borders of the Tregerin right around dusk. The Ashen Grove thins out around there and you can catch a glimpse of the wide fields and vineyards, as well as see one farmer after the other. An idyllic sight. Well, at least before sunset. You have trouble in the dark? Emotionally? Visually? A little. I mean, I reckon I can still see more than a human could, but darkness is darkness, and I'm no owl. Thank God, you're already weird enough. Imagine the damage you could do if you could turn your head all the way around. Who says I can't? Just kidding. I like Fable. Anyway, luckily darkness doesn't affect my hearing. Not the normal kind. What? Nothing. Okay, I heard a creaking fence and footsteps that were failing at keeping quiet. Your ears are failing at being small. So I snuck closer and saw a werewolf-esque shape picking up a tiny sheep. I was petting it. Well, I thought she was going to eat it. So I summoned up all my courage, stepped out of the shadows, and I said, "Good evening, werewolf. Please put down the sheep." Didn't expect them to be entirely in their right mind, of course, but I wanted to be polite. And I thought it might confuse her, and maybe that would help calm her down. It confused me, alright? Who the heck sees a werewolf, and the first thing they do is greet them? A polite person. Or an insane one. It worked, didn't it? Because I ain't no werewolf. He wasn't that different. But I'm skipping ahead. To my surprise, instead of a growl, the werewolf, or not werewolf, responded with a, what? The confusion plan had worked, but I hadn't really expected that response. So I said again, please put down the sheep. And she asked, why? And I said, well, because stealing sheep isn't very nice. And she asked who I was. I asked, who are you? A guard? I was about to introduce myself when I heard this blood-curdling howl. It sounded like someone had ripped a hole in the fabric of reality and then pierced it with a horrid yell. Please, it was barely a bark. It made the blood freeze in my veins. I heard panting and heavy footsteps, and I barely dared to turn around. He turned around immediately. When I did, I said in the twisted face of a werewolf, yellow gleaming eyes, gleaming with jaundice. Sharp teeth, giant claws. It looked like he wanted to eat me right up. He did. But before I could beg for mercy, suddenly something rushed past me and lunged at the werewolf. When I regained my composure, Kaylin and the werewolf were on the ground fighting tooth and nail. And the sheep you were holding? Obviously, I set it down at that point. Good. So you went to Fable's aid? No. That ain't it. What's going on, Joe? Notice the wolf's flannel rags. They were blue, checkered, had uneven print. Just like the kind of stuff Uncle Dragon likes to wear. That old... censored. It's good to see you, man. How you doing? Hey, why can't I say that? Have we got magic in the tavern to stop people from swearing? What the... Youth protection. The age rating system is quite harsh. I love it. I love it. Anyway, it's just like Uncle Dragon. Smelled like Uncle Dragon, fought like him too. I was joking when I brought it up before, you know. Haven't seen the old man in years. I was coping about it by joking. It's the only way I can talk about him these days. Because of the feud? Yeah. He used to be my favorite uncle, but then he changed. Became irritable, angry, distant. Fought a lot with Uncle Fedor. Cared more about the moon than he did his own family. Eventually he just left, ran away, without a word. Left us and Uncle Fedor behind, worried senseless. Till we found a letter saying not to look for him. And all their savings missing. Swore I was going to kill him if I ever saw him again. Always thought he just couldn't face up to his problems. Turns out his solution was just to get those problems as far away from everyone as possible. Idiot. Did you talk it out with your fists? I tried, but Elfie stopped me. I'm glad they did. How'd you figure that out? Well, she was yelling at him. I didn't understand half of it, but I could tell she was angry and hurt. Tried to get their attention by telling them to stop, but they wouldn't listen, so I shot an arrow right next to both their heads. My aim was a little shaky, so I did end up grazing Mr. Dragon's ear. But I got them to stop for long enough to start listening to me. Threatened them that if they didn't stop to talk, I would shoot them both. I would have never done that, of course. They must have believed me, because they actually stopped to listen. Looked mighty scary there, pal. Thank you. Sat them down and did my best to be an insurmountable obstacle between them. If they wanted to fight, they would have to go through me. That sounds rather dangerous. Twas, wouldn't have stopped for them. What? You're the size of a stick. You think you could stop two angry wolves? Oh, well, anyway, I used the opportunity to figure out what was going on, and that's how I found out about Mr. Dragon and Kaylin and the miscommunication. Feud. The feud, sure. Turns out that after Mr. Dragon was turned, he was too ashamed to admit it. But he couldn't stop the changes, and ended up hurting all the people he cared about. No excuse, of course. No, it ain't. If we'd known, we'd have helped him best we could. At very least, we would have built a sturdy shed with scratch-proof walls for full moons. He didn't think that would have happened, though. So he decided to fix the problem by leaving, deal with it alone, and so on. That only made it worse. Of course, he was too embarrassed to come back, so he just focused on the whole werewolf thing and not any human things or Vokakan things, so to speak. Trying to find a cure, trying to avoid the moon, trying to find a place to sleep, stealing sheep. That's something they have in common. The sheep? No, the stubbornness and the unwillingness to ask for help. But the sheep too. But they had to talk about it. The silent resentment wasn't good for either of them. You got them to do that? Little stick is oddly persuasive. I was talking about it before I even realized I didn't want to. Maybe because you did want to. Maybe. How did it go? Fine. We'll take some time to accept his apology. I have to see him change first and apologize to Uncle Fedor and the rest. It was good to see him again. Because a hug did feel better than a greatsword to the gut. Wonderful. Of course, there's still the problem with the whole werewolf thing. Idiot got so obsessed with the cure that he still can barely control himself. Helped him realize that even the cure couldn't change what he'd done. That he has to accept he's different now and learn how to live again. Of course, it won't be easy. No change ever is. I learned that from you. We have a group of werewolves living near our settlement. A small community that enjoys the company of our warm trees. Play charades with them a lot, and they taught me about the phases of the 7 moons and the secrets of the moon signs. Sounds like a bunch of... It's real. You're a crescent moose. We introduced Mr. Dragon to him, and they promised they would take him in, help him deal with his lycanthropy. That sounds great. It is. It's a happy ending. Wouldn't call it an ending, rather the beginning of something new. So the end of one adventure is just the beginning of another one. Exactly. I like that. So, after your heroic therapy session, you two decide to grab a drink together. Go off to spend the day at the settlement, but they don't serve anything strong enough for my tastes. Plus, Elfie was dying to get back here. Talking about how they needed to up-to-date you on everything non-stop. Would think they live here or something. I had to report back about the quest. I'm glad you did. So started crafting something with the werewolves. Ah. Said something about it being for you, Inkeep. Oh, really? Yeah. It's not finished yet, but I'll let you know, I promise. That wasn't hard, was it? Oh, well. So, a drink. What can I offer you, Lynn? Surprise me with something that fits my brawn. Which I mean, make me the usual. Strength never gets old. There's the boy. Pat Andu. Hell yeah. Oop. What happened? I'm back. There we go. There he is. Look at his glowy eyes. We love him. We love our boy. So, oop. One of this. One of this. And then 3 of this. I quite like these games, hey. There's Coffee Talk, there's this, there's Valhalla. They are all really quite fun. Alright, one more. Nailed it. Surprise. Not bad. You should do this professionally. I'll think about it. Fable, what about you? You have something that'll calm me down? Maybe even bring some of my agility back? Like a swift strike, back to my senses. I've had a stressful day. Night, morning, sequence of events. Alright, we pet Andu. I love his eyes. Swift strike. That one is one of this. One of this. And 3 of this. Easy, chat. Easy. Ah, thanks for hanging out early, guys. It's lovely to see you all. There's a swift strike. Good job, Andrew. Here you go. Thank you. Wow, this is perfect. You look tired. Have you considered sleep? They do look like they're going to pass out any second. So do you. Maybe sleep is a good idea. Kaylin, do you have a place to sleep? I can sleep anywhere. It's a talent. It's depressing. I have a room available. You can stay there. Sounds good. How much? I'll count as payment for your help with the quest. Fine. Later, Elfie. See you. Just gone. Are you heading home, Fable? Yes. I've been gone for a whole day. I need to get back and make sure everything is still growing correctly. Maybe take a nap first. Yeah, that too. Did you enjoy your first quest? I did. It was scary and different from what I expected. I didn't know I was so good at pretending to be charming. Have you considered that you weren't pretending? You did well, Fable. Thank you. I hope that wasn't my only adventure. I think this is just the beginning. That would be nice. You think I'm going to save the world one day? That's a very tall order. Ha, you're right. I'm not cut out for that. I didn't say that. I just prefer if the world didn't end. Right. But if it does, you're the first person I'd ask for help. Maybe you should ask Kaelin first, but I'd be happy to be second. We'll see. Let's hope we won't. I like this world and you have a point. We shouldn't hope for such a calamity. Even if it would make for a good song. Or a sad one. Or both. I'm going to head home now. Do that. I'll stock up on some quests for you. I'm glad to hear you're doing well, Joe. It's good to see you, man. I can't wait. See you soon. See you soon. Do we think the rogue guy's going to show up again? No, we're going to the nighttime. Nighttime already. He's back! Knew it. Good evening to you too. Oh. He's taking a quest. Which one are you taking? This quest. It wasn't here yesterday. That is correct. It seems dangerous. It is. And mysterious. Sure. Like me. You could be a little less mysterious by telling me your name. Zephyr. Did the wind carry you in? No, my legs. I want that quest. Well, you can have it. Not just literally. Physically, emotionally. Emotionally? On take on that quest. Go to the castle to get the cape. I mean... Yes. Well, no one's gone to the castle yet, so if someone would like to go, they would be welcome to. Do you know of the castle? Yeah? It seems strange. It is. A vampire lives there. I heard rumors, whisperings, of a strange fiendish woman residing there. What a coincidence. Me too. She ever frequented your tavern? No, not recently. But she has? Once. Had a vampire mixer. Interesting. So she was only here at night? Yes. Would you say she was unnaturally pale? No, she had a lot of makeup on. But below that mask? Sure, yes. I guess she looks pretty dead below that. What kind of drink did she order? Blood. Interest. You sell blood? Of course. Whose blood? Don't worry about it. Did you hear about wolves avoiding the castle? Really? All of them? Yeah. She's a lot of werewolf traps set up, but all the animals seem to steer clear of Marrow Castle. They say its doors are always locked. There's nothing can go inside or leave. Anything that tries to merge into her land in one way or another. The grave, a pile of decorative bones, dirt feeding rotting flowers. They say death clings to her doorstep like an everlasting melody. Don't worry about it, chat. It doesn't matter whose blood. It's fine. Don't question it. Sounds like a strange place. Like a tomb for something still alive. Or for a goth. Goth or vampire seems to be a thief. It appears so. Thank you, chat. Do you not sympathize with that? Thievery is an honorable skill, but it must be performed in secret. You're not worth the coin in your pocket. Also, stealing a man's cape is just plain rude. I suppose. Only thing worse than that is stealing a man's hat. None of it's cursed. Especially then. Point is, if you can't defend yourself from having your trophies reclaimed, you must live with the consequences. Consequences being you? Hi, Chibi.
Blood gallons of the stuff.
Thank you, Chibi. Devs, it sounds like you know what you're doing. Of course I do. I'm one with the shadows and the wind, gone before they even notice I'm there. Chibi is evil tonight. Yeah, apparently. You need to swipe something else along with the cape, right? Certainly. Gold, gemstones, other treasures, whatever pays the bills. What about some interior decorations? Like what, for example? Just something to pretty up the tavern a little bit. Maybe something useful that also doubles as a decoration? Like a chair? Stealing a whole chair sounds a little too ambitious for your first quest with me. First, something smaller. Like a little trinket. My walls are still a bit empty. Wait, you're being serious? Absolutely. A memento that once belonged to an eccentric vampire sounds like a wonderful addition to the tavern. I'll see what I can do. You won't be disappointed. Well then, I trust you deliver yourself to her doorstep and then the cape back to me. Along with a neat little addition to my interior design. Sounds like I'll need a few stamps. Would you like some? No, too traceable. How about a drink then? Could do with one of those. Heard your drinks inspire transformations of great magnitude. Allow you to dip into parts of yourself that you weren't previously aware of. Raise yourself up from your shadow. Say, what do you trade them for? How about a joke? A joke? I don't do jokes. Perfect. Then I don't do drinks, I'm afraid. How do explorers hide their treasure? Ow. He looks so upset that he's having to tell us a joke. I am so happy that we chose this option. By dragging them to a safe location. Alright, I feel bad for you. You may have one of my renowned drinks. And some of my renowned infusions. In fact, just got a shipment today, was finally able to unpack them. Infusions, intriguing. What vile magic do you have to offer? For your purposes, I think you should benefit from either some fey crystals or a frozen pine cone.
Dragon D's nuts.
Thank you so much, Chibi. Where the park owns absorb some of nature's icy properties, they can help you form a magical frost barrier that will hurt those trying to harm you. Fake crystals hail straight from Avalon, allegedly. If consumed, they'll turn you invisible. Eventually, and for a bit, the duration is a bit unpredictable. Also got some Phoenix chilies, but I don't think they would be useful in your situation. Interesting. What dark depths are you looking to explore? I fear Lady Evelyn may be of undead nature. Must be strong and vigorous. I want to stake my heart before her fangs near my neck. That does sound appealing. Strength I can do. Some frost armor should help with the fangs. Or perhaps the smarter route would be to evade her wrath entirely. Outstealth her, steal the cape from right under her pale nose. So she may lie in the shame of having lost against me. I think such an approach would require a certain amount of dexterity. So invisibility could help with staying unseen, should my speed and agility not be enough. Help me with decision, Inkeep. What do we reckon? Strength, kill the vampire, or just steal? I feel like just steal. We'll pat Andu while we figure this out. I should make sure to keep an eye on the coaster shape so I can mix the correct recipe. I should even try adding an infusion first, adjusting the drink from there. Let's give it a try. We are nice boys. We think the steal. I feel like steal, honestly. All right. So with that in mind, we are going to want dexterity, which is the swift strike. Let's do this one. And we were going to put the crystals in that one, weren't we? Now that we've got the crystal, yeah. So now we make the swift strike. So now we don't have to add the brain because it's already in there. So we can add this one. Then we add more dexterity. Swift strike. Thank you, Andu. I like it. Let's give him one more pet. One more pet while we're here. Hell yeah. I really like this. Like, I'm really enjoying this, eh? I like the infusions as a way, like, they do change it a bit. Here you go. A drink that all vampires fear. Garlic breath? Not quite. That's a good name. May I steal it? You don't ask for permission before you steal something, Innkeep. It's no longer a clever ruse, but a mere trade. I see. Did you hear about my new drink, the garlic breath? Ah. Good one. It tastes like, not garlic, but just as fearsome to a vampire. You don't find garlic scary? No, only the absence of it. That makes two of us. Hopefully this will help me evade her. I'm not prepared for a fight, but I won't need one if my steps are as swift and quiet as the wind. And if she can't see me. Goodbye, Innkeep. I would say pray that the sun will carry me back to you. But my hopes not lie with the Realm Keepers, and I shall be damned if they control my fate. Expect to see me again after the next sunfall. If you do not, speak of vengeance. Vengeance makes for an early grave. Or for a good story. Farewell. Bye, Zephyr. Please don't die. Or for a bitter end. Oh, Kaylin's back. Oh, Lynn's taking the other quest, the Chimera one. Taking this quest and a drink. Great. Did you sleep well? What? Sleep. How was it? Ah, fine. Too long. Didn't sleep that much in ages. Sounds like you needed it. No, your bed's just too comfortable. It's hard to get up. Of course. My apologies. Make sure to take your feedback into consideration. We'll make the beds less comfortable. Done. Would you like a drink as compensation? I think I already said that. Maybe something strong that will wake me up and keep me up too. What do you want? Just wants a brawler again. We can do that. I like it. It's definitely a lot more like clear with what they want compared to Coffee Talk. I'm not sure if that'll change over time, but the fact that it still gives you the menu makes it a bit easier. You know what I mean? There's the Southern Brawler. Good job, Andu. We do love our Andu. Out it goes. Something strong coming right up. That is strong. Just the right amount of too much. Maybe I should call this drink the Carelin. No, you shouldn't. Anyway, the quest. Yeah, the quest. I'm taking it. So you said. This is my turn to make conversation. I miss Fable. Isn't it a bit too soon for another quest? You just returned. It's been hours since I've done anything but sleep, chat, and drink. I'm getting antsy. If I sit still too long, I feel like my bones are disintegrating. I forget who I am. I think that's called boredom. It's torture. That too. Well, boring is not what I call this quest in the slightest. Stealing from a chimera for a vampire sunscreen couldn't get more reckless than that. It could by taking Elfia Lung. Alright, I read that wrong. I don't know what I did there. Fair point. Please don't. I won't. So the saliva's for a vampire? Vampire sunscreen. Can a vampire get the chimera goo themselves? The wyvern, chimera, vampires and fire don't mix too well. Also, if everyone just did their own quest, the quest economy would be in shambles. Suppose that'd be terrible for your business. Indeed. Have you ever encountered chimera before? No, not a real one. Got me thinking, ain't it kind of blasphemous to steal from a draconic guardian? Depends. Are you religious? Guess not. Then no. Would it be if I was? Don't think so. Chimera steal riches all the time, and they were created to be guardians by the protectors of the realms. So stealing something to protect someone else seems in line with the doctrine. Good thing you ain't a priest. You do a piss poor job. Thank you. Is blasphemy what you're most worried about? I ain't worried. Okay, nervous. Ain't that either. Then what is it? Excitement, I suppose. Excitement? Don't laugh. I'm not laughing. I'm asking. Yeah, excitement. I've never encountered the Guardian before. And I've always sort of wanted to. Why haven't you? Ain't exactly easy to find one, or to survive one. This seems like a great opportunity for you then. It is. What's it about Guardians? It's less about the Guardians, more about what it created. Maybe a little bit about the Chimera. It's got a dragon head, right? Yeah, modeled after its creator, I would guess. So let me rephrase that. What is about dragons and chimeras with dragon heads? They're cool. Also, when I was little, my barber used to tell me the bedtime stories about the dragons every night. It was a great adventure and encountered many of their creations on her journeys. Not sure if it's true, but she always claimed she met each of the realm keepers themselves. I had little keepsakes from them and all. My sword's one of those. Pass it on to me before she... Passed? Left. One day she was just gone. Think she wanted to spend her last moments somewhere else. I'd like to think she visited one of her dragons one last time. Your family has a leaving problem. Hell yeah, Wesh. 3 years. You'd love to see it, man. At least she's left our savings line. That sword and her stories are all I have left of her. Going on this quest almost feels like I'm stepping into a memory of hers. Did she ever tell you about a wyvern chimera? No, it was the only kind she never encountered. Had quarrels with those feline ones, different varieties of scales, even a cow one, I think. Never found a wyvern one in all her years. It would have been nice to be able to tell the story when I return. If I return. Who says hi? Hell yeah. I'm sure you will. You can tell the story to me. I don't know if I make for a good barber, but I do enjoy a good tale. I'll think about it. You already got me talking too much. This is you talking too much? So, you like dragons? I have been built up too much by this community to get that question and take it innocently. This is all of your fault. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I do. They're fascinating creatures. Very interesting. Very magical. They are fascinating and magical. Used to pretend I was one when I was little. Really wanted their magic and their wings. You can just ask them for their magic. Not sure about their wings. Oh yeah, Emmy. Almost 1.5 years. Jeez. I ain't a priest either. Besides, I'm a warrior. Don't do all that magic. Why not? I like my sword and my muscles. They're a good combo. I don't need to rely on anyone. Not even dragons. A little help never hurt anybody. A little self-reliance don't either. If you say so. Hell yeah, Solaris. Does that mean you don't want a drink to pep you up, Lynn? Didn't say that. I see. That doesn't count as help. It's a pre-payment for me taking on your quest. Sure. You'll be happy to hear that I have some incredible infusions to offer that would greatly help your quest. Nah, that sounds unnecessarily complicated. Let's keep it simple. Alright, what can I get you then? I reckon a little bit of boost for this body couldn't hurt. Heard they're quick and toothy, so I'll need to be a bit hardy for its bite. Some defense might come in handy. Or something for the brain. Barber talked quite a lot about how much they enjoy a good ruse. Maybe I can outsmart it with the right play. But I need some intelligence for that. Won't be risking it all on a bad idea. You sure you don't want any infusions? Just a little bit of Phoenix chili would make you fire resistant. It would be very useful in a fight. Dragons, you're stubborn. Sure, I'll try one. And on topic of trickery, No, one is enough. Either you mix defense with your weird chilies, or you go heavy on the intelligence. Don't need any more of your fancy tricks. I don't care which one you pick. It's just a little while. It is just a little while, hey. Absolutely, Solaris. I feel like we don't want to send her fighting, hey. I feel like we want to be brains. I feel like that's the path we're going is like nice. What do we reckon, chat? I'm feeling the intelligence mixed with charisma is probably the go here. That's what I'm thinking. Because I don't really want her fighting a dragon. The distilled flavor of the cosmos, the sparkling nebula fizzes on your tongue and rewires your synapses, inspiring great ideas and even greater stories. Storytellers and scholars alike can broaden their horizons with a taste of the stars. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. So it's 3 intelligence. 1, 2. One more. And then 2 charisma. The sparkling nebula. Good job, Andu. Andu's doing a best job. Oh, let's send it out. We did the pat, Toasty, don't you worry. Figured it out. Thanks. Hope you seen it with some trickery. Does feel weird, like my brain is sparkling. No refunds. How urgent is the sunscreen? Pretty urgent. The sun tends not to take a break, even for vampires. Maybe you should sunbathe less then. It might solve his problems. It might. But when has an easy solution ever been fun? Good point. I'll see what I can do. Maybe I got some mice in the mangrove. Good luck. Won't be needing it. I'll be waiting to hear of your exploits upon your return. Bye. Do we have any quests to make? Nope. Feed, Andu. Clean up. I'm enjoying this. Hey, what are you guys thinking? I am actually really liking it. I think it's very cute. Yeah, it's cool. It's very cute. Like, yeah, I really like it. Munch. I like that we just use him as our drain. Like, if we don't want a drink, we just get rid of it through him. Oh, who are you? She has a bird. I like her. She's cute. Hey, Inkeep. Hey, Chrissy. Long time no see. So true. I've been pretty busy this hatching season. A lot to do? Yeah. The birds seem to be a slight uproar, like something is amiss. I just can't figure out what. Animals often have a sixth sense, you know. They do indeed. Anyways, hand over a drink, will you? Of course. What'll it be this time? Something for the wits again? You know me well. Too well, I guess. That's a curse of being a regular. Eventually I'll have you all figured out. Hate to disappoint you, but you're wrong today. Am I now? Yeah. I'm quite confident in the capabilities of my mind and wits. Of course. So what I need instead is something to protect me from weather or foe, so I'm steeled for any situation. That makes sense. I'll see what I can do. So we're making a frosted lagoon. We'll pet Andu. Keep up the good work, Andu. I wonder if over time we'll, like, add in new, like, drinks. You know what I mean? Like, new ingredients. And one of those. Is this the Frosted Lagoon, Andu? Thank you, Andu. I love the bird. Be cool. It would be cool, hey? Liquid steel, just a bit more digestible. This is exactly what I need for my trip. Where are you headed, anyways? Oh, to the island of Boreas. Boreas? Pick the bird a drink. The bird does deserve a drink as well, you're right, Jet. I want to reconnect with some friends at the annual Borean Art Convention. Isn't Boreas difficult to reach? Not exactly a place known for its population. The convention is especially for creatures like sylvan spirits, trolls, and the like. They'll also be electing the scariest monster for the next issue of Screech Magazine. That sounds exciting. It'll be a sight to behold for sure, but do you know what I'm most excited about? Nymphs? No. They're pretty, don't get me wrong, but definitely not the reason why I'm going to Boreas. That'd be Fable's reason. There was just a loud bag of pretzels going down the hallway. Jeppy has dug into the snacks. You're so right. If you do happen to meet a nymph, greet them for me. Sure. Now we know what I'd be excited for. How about you? The geysers and hot springs, especially around this time of year when the mornings are still a bit chilly. And the sun tickles the sky on the horizon. That sounds lovely. I'm sure those things will be nice muses too. Bet. I'm bringing an extra set of paints this time so I don't run out again. I mean, Fable taught me how to make some from flowers and berries, but boreal flora is unsuitable for things like that. Seems like you're well prepared either way. Absolutely. How are the birds doing apart from being in distress? Well, the cinnamon-cheeked green conures are growing up to be such a lovely bunch. Can't wait to release them back into the wild once they're strong enough. With your care, they'll be ready in a heartbeat. I'm guessing you're taking Ruby and Merlin along to the convention? Of course. As for the others, I obviously can't take them with me. But I asked Fable to look after everyone. In exchange, I'll teach them how to grow zucchini. Speaking of which, I wanted to leave my keys under their doormat. Sorry for the short stay, but I gotta hurry or else I'll miss my boat. It's quite the walk to the treehouse. You don't want to have to compensate me for that, do you? I wouldn't mind, but I also don't want you to be late to your convention. Well then, so long, Inkeep. See you soon. I like Chrissy. I like that she has birds. Alright, that was a very short day. We're going straight into nights to find out how those quests went, I guess. Snackos are important, chat. 100%. Good evening. Good evening, Fable. Did you have a good day? I did. I visited Mr. Dragon and the other werewolves. Told them about Kaelin's quest. We do have a bird. We have our crow up the back. And the wyvern Chimera. Oh, so you heard about that. She told me before she left in case she told me some things to pass on to Mr. Dragon that I can't repeat here. I think she's happy he's back. I think so too. You have tea with the werewolves? Of course. We had a grand time together. I mentioned how much fun I had with the moon signs. So they taught me more about the stars and their hidden meanings. Which stars? Both sets. They specialize in Cassiopeia. You know, the night sky constellations of the astral plane and all. But they have one astrologer who knows a lot about their reflection in the pools of the primordial sea. He promised to teach me about that too. I can't wait to learn about how the sea mirrors, echoes, and distort the constellations. That's how she pitched it. Exciting, right? Very. That's what I thought. So well, what is it, Fable? I may or may not have finished that little gift I was talking about yesterday. Or rather, that Kaelin was talking about. You know, the little keepsake from my time with the werewolves. Yeah, I recall. Reminded my very first successful quest. I just didn't know if you... I like trinkets. Oh, what is it? We're like Jeppy. We like trinkets and collecting things. Piece of embroidery of a constellation. Werewolves taught me how to do it. While the astrologer told us stories about myths and the stars and their twin reflections, I imagine it to be a constellation from a faraway realm. Trinkets and shiny things. And stuffed animals for you. Hey, yeah, Jep. I call it the Little Dipper. Oh, cute. We've added it to the wall. See up the back there? It could also be a Big Dipper. A Big Dipper? Last time I checked, stars weren't known to be very small. You think there's a world somewhere out there with a constellation called the Big Dipper in the night sky? There might be. Maybe the Big Dipper is part of a larger constellation. A bear, for example. A bear? Inkeep, I think you might be the one dreaming something up now. Most likely. Are you fond of the stars surrounding us? I do like to watch them from time to time. Oh, really? You prefer the stars of the astral or the primordial sea? Go the primordial sea. Really? Somehow that fits. Magic reminds me of it. A mere coincidence. You'll have to give me your birthday data soon, so I can calculate your birth chart. If that's okay with you, of course. It is. I'll write it all down for you. That's great. Thank you. I think you may be a double jackdaw, are you? We'll see. We will. Until then, care for a drink to wind down? Or something more zesty, perhaps? A drink, please. I think I figured out how to make my own zest. Happy to hear that, Fable. But drinks, not sure how to make those just yet. Especially those with the right balance. Still have to make the rounds around the grove later. But could you make me something that will keep me awake and agile? Think you know me well enough to guess what I might need? It's a swift strike, isn't it? I'm already on it. Thank you, one moment. It's a swift strike. I don't think that surprises any of us. I really am enjoying this, hey? I'm really glad we got to, got some time to play this. Hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I do like how whatever you mix can affect what way their story goes. Because if we'd made them, like, fight, chances are we'd don't get any of this conversation about the stuff. Pet Andu, as is required, and we'll send the drink out. Here. Thank you. This is delicious. You always know what I need. I think you may also need a break, so maybe stay a while before heading back. That sounds like a good idea. I'll just idle here for a bit if that's okay. Always. Enjoy your rest, Fable. Thank you. Oh, Kyle's back. Greetings, Innkeep. Greetings, Kyle. Greetings, green creature. Greetings, Mr. Vampire. Oh, how polite. Are you enjoying your drink? I am, thank you. Now I shall leave you to its inspiring aftertaste. Innkeep, say, did you move your inn by any chance? It took me hours to find it. I did not. Are you sure? I believe new alleyways may have formed themselves around your establishment. With winding paths and dark corners. Anything could be hiding within them. Like a vampire? No, silly snack. I don't need to hide. Except during games of hide and seek, I am very good at those. Maybe the inn wanted to play around with you. Mayhaps, but it underestimated my skill. As a 3-time hide and seek world champion, I would never lose to such a youngling of an inn. It's not that young. Wood isn't even rotting yet, dear Innkeep. It still has many eons ahead of it. I like the sound of that. A celebration of Match Well Won, may I offer you a drink? Yes, I think that would be well deserved. Has that delicious blood of yours made it onto the menu yet? Not yet. Shame. Then I shall have some of that faux blood again, please. It does make my bones feel more sturdy. Coming right up. So he likes the Southern Brawler because it's red. 1, 2, 3. Then one of this. And one of this. Andu, is that right? Thank you, Andu. I'm glad we have Andu here, chat. He looks after us. Some faux blood for your bones. Enjoy. Ah, this is perfect, Innkeep. The only thing that could make me happy would be a drink lovingly titled the Innkeeper's Vein. Keep dreaming, Count Dracula. Speaking of dreams, how's the retrieval of my cape coming along? Swimmingly. Well, actually, I think there's very little water involved. I wouldn't be so sure. My dear Evelyn has a beautiful pond filled with long-toothed spine guppies in her courtyard. It's her pride and joy. I'd hope no one is swimming in that. But I've sent someone on your quest. I'm sure he'll return soon, and you and your cape will be reunited. Marvellous. Speaking of inseparable teams, where's Rhea? Oh, she's taken the day off. She demanded vacation time, so I said she could choose any day, and she chose today. I was going to also take a day off and spend her vacation with her. But when I wanted to follow her to the market, my sleeve caught on fire, and my hand, and my hair. So I was forced to stay back due to my allergies. The weeping amaryllis pollen is very bad this time of year. And the sun. The sun is also bad for vampires. It is? Damn it, Kyle. Kyle is the worst vampire ever, but I love him. He's the MVP. Right, I need sunscreen. It's in the works. Did you get to see the market later? I did. It was beautiful, colourful, and full of music that would make anyone's heart dance. I couldn't find Rhea anyway, so I felt a little lonely. Luckily, I managed to make a new friend in no time. Very tall and brooding, just how I like them. I inquired if I could try on his dark armour of swirling shadow and onyx bone, but he said if I tried to take it from him, he would turn me to ash. What a jokester. Dark armour of swirling shadow and onyx bone? Yeah, a true connoisseur of fashion. He's just visiting, he said. Had some great crepe recommendations. Plum crepes with ash sprinkles? Yes, they tasted deliciously dead. Stranger of the night. I see. I hope you enjoyed your evening together. We did, though. I feel like he asked something of me. I promised I would remember. Oh, God. Perhaps he wanted my cape. Many people want my cape. Perhaps. But I would have never agreed to that. It's my cape, after all. Maybe he wanted my pasca recipe? Is it good? Very much so. Then I'd like it as well. Oh, yes, you. Me? He asked me about you. Me? Yes, said he's an old friend of yours. He was very curious about how your inn is doing. I sang your praises, of course, so he asked me to deliver your greetings. And congratulations on the well-run establishment. How did he phrase it? Deliver my congratulations on the faux peace your precious innkeeper has found in his house of denial. Kyle, that's very different. Kyle. Very poetic, if you ask me. Very. If only I could remember his name. Does my description ring any bells for you? No, I'm afraid not. Too bad. You must be an old childhood friend. Maybe you went to school together. Heard many friendships are formed in such halls. Maybe. You want to tell me more about your time at the market? Most certainly. I found the loveliest trinkets. Like a little stuffed bear with a tiny raincoat and a crescent elder moon necklace. Found a gorgeous sun charm as well. Bought it for Rhea as a welcome back from vacation gift. That's very sweet. Bren brought a delightful raven figurine with eyes of starlight. Please don't call him that. We should never deny our friends, even if we don't remember them. I don't remember any of my friends. Alas, I still love them, even if their memory lives on only in my heart. Poor Kyle. Anyhow, he said it was a gift to himself to celebrate the dawning of the month of the astral moon. Oh, I love Cassiopeia so dearly. She's the most beautiful month, is she not? A haven of starlight reflected in the primordial sea below. Only once a year is she this close to us, and only then for a short period of time. To me, she is the harbinger of yearning, and of change. I wonder how we'll change this month. I hope to be more capable and sunscreen by the end of it. Maybe even a little less alone. What about you? I like the way I am, but wouldn't say no to stocking up on more ingredients. The refusal to change is dangerous, Innkeeper. Change always comes to those who deny it the most. By the end of the astral moon, we shall no longer be who we once were. That sounds like a threat. By no means. Maybe it promises morning, but maybe celebration also, could it not? For example, my dear Rhea hated vampires when she met me, and now she likes me. True change can occur before the stars change, it seems. You are hard to dislike. Oh, how sweet of you. As sweet as my blood, I have a lot of it. I would hope you do. And it runs warm when people are kind to me. In all my millennia, kindness has always made me the happiest. There's nothing greater than friendship, don't you agree? And nothing more fragile. That makes it all the more precious. That reminds me, I've got a crucial part of the message. Our dear friend Stranger told me he would like to see you again. He said, what was it? Don't think too hard about it. Ah, of course, the letter. The letter? The polite young man gave me a letter to deliver you. What a sweet gesture. I shall pass it to you forthwith. Thank you. Are you not going to open it? No. I don't think now's the right time. Not enough moonlight. Would it be kind of romantic, longingly dwelling in the memories of a friend? It'd go well with the fireworks. What fireworks? I have no clue. He said he hopes you'll enjoy them. Fireworks. Doesn't that sound lovely? I hope they aren't part of a private event. I think that would be difficult to do with fireworks. That's pretty. Cute. Oh no, the town's on fire. Oh shit. That's pretty. Well, good one, Dave. I don't mean to interrupt, but what is it, little fawn? Look outside. I think the fireworks have started. Oh, how beautiful. They're falling from the sky. Hello, little fireworks. Sparkle on. Those aren't fireworks. They're stars. Oh my god. The Great Fire. Oh no. Act 2. So that was Act 1. Act 1 very much just establishing some of the characters and stuff, but... Interesting. The Great Fire. I wonder if the town's going to be... Oh, it is. Hey, I'm glad the inn wasn't severely damaged by the falling stars, so it did take me nearly the whole day to finish all those little repairs. The building might still look a little battered, but it could be worse. Hopefully none of my customers got hurt yesterday. It's not much, but I should surprise them with a new drink on the menu. We unlocked the Sunny Breeze, where whoever comes in can get at least a small taste of normalcy. I think that sounds like a good plan. Interesting. I didn't expect that with the town and stuff. Hey, who are you? She has a turtle. Does he have a mustache? The turtle looks like he has a mustache. Am I going crazy? Probably. Innkeeper. Jade. Jade makes sense. Good name. Didn't think you'd show up again after last time. No hard feelings? Remind me again, who started the whole brawl? No clue, actually. Must have slipped my mind. Oh, he's in his little... Alright, I love the turtle. Would a drink help you remember? If I want to chat about it, maybe, but you know how much the remnants of the past bore me. Let's focus on the present. Let's. She's got kind of vampire-y teeth. Like, they're not full vampire-y teeth, but yeah. Looks like a nose ring. It could be a nose ring, yeah. I brought you something I knew you'd find useful, just in case you did remember who started the brawl. Oh, that's interesting. Let me see. Some Thunder Sage. Found it on one of my jobs. Didn't have any use for it. Just don't try to boil tea out of its least. Tastes dreadful. Numbs your tongue. New infusion. You seem to be speaking from experience. She's interesting, eh? How she's like got parts of metal all over her, or jade, I guess. Must be crystal, but It's very interesting. I love the turtle. Your tavern seems to be getting on in years. Seems like nothing can escape the grip of time. Wasn't even sure if it was still open. Is it that bad? I guess some would say age adds character. And what would you say? I'd say you've gotten old. Ouch. Oh, I don't take it too personally. You've still got some of your old appeal? Yeah. You can be honest, you know. Thank you so much, Joe. I'm looking forward to seeing that. You're not my type. That's okay. Perhaps your drinks are my type, though. What can I serve you? Something that'll quicken my reflexes. Gotcha. So what's the... Alright. Do we want... What was the new one that we added? We added the Sunny Breeze, which is lots of charisma and then some intelligence. But what we want right now is a Swift Strike. Because apparently everyone in this bar drinks the Swift Strike. Or the charisma one, hey. 1, 2, 3. Then we need one of these. And one of these. Andu, have I got it right? Thank you, Andu. He's a really helpful dragon. There you go, Swift Strike. And for the turtle. Perhaps you'll find this appealing. Now that's what you call a drink. Maybe you haven't gotten on in the years so much after all. Well, some things never wither. What are you doing in Zenith these days? Keeping up to date. Checking out the latest town gossip after my most recent gig. Your most recent gig? Finished up a job in the Sayay Plains. Sandworm kept terrorizing a group of seal wool merchants. Seal wool? At the edge of the plains. I myself am very fond of those creatures. They just mind their own business, but sometimes they gotta eat. You know how it is, something's gotta pay the bills after all. So I took the gig. It was a cushy job, though I still managed to get sand between my teeth. Luckily, it was only a sandworm, not one of those mimics that pretend to be part of the local fauna, and snap. Gone you are. Anyway, also heard about some unrest in Zoford. One of the local merchants decided to go take a look. Zoford the seaport? Yeah. Always considered a rather calm area. It was. It still is. Sometimes, at least. Initially, I thought the unrest was related to the local thieves guild. So I went there to deal with some bandits. Look at their most wanted list and cash out. There's no real challenge though, so I didn't pick anything up. Other than a few hushed whispers at the marketplace, that is. Something about some archmage's familiar that went missing or whatever. Perhaps a job for you. Not a welfare association. Like, what do I care about a missing familiar if no one's going to pay me, you know? I like the music. I like this theme song. I'm not sure if this is Jade's theme or if this is like the Act 2 theme or what, but this is a cool song. Of course. Way more interested in hearing more about the undead. Jeez, yeah, I really like this song, actually. And my colleagues were mumbling about. So I came here and naturally couldn't resist coming by to see how you were holding up. Honestly, not too good. I asked you when to talk, but I think I already know the answer. Correct. Sure, whatever you say. So, do you know anything about those undead? Not really. I've been a bit occupied with cleaning up this mess. Tavern was just a tad affected by some recent incidents. What do you mean, the shooting stars? Who are you? I like her as well. Shooting stars? It's much more serious than that. Innkeeper, a drink please. Perhaps something to boost my defenses. I have to be equipped for every possible situation after this kind of morning. Coming right up. I do like that the turtle is just chilling. Alright, so you are going to want the Frosted Lagoon. She's pretty. She is. I like all the character designs so far, hey. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 1. Is that right, Andu? Thank you, Andu. We got a pat, Andu. There we go. Send it out. Her eyes are interesting, hey? Please enjoy. Like dragon scales, sturdy, strong, flawless. Thank you, Andu. Best boy. Absolutely best boy. I'm glad I could impress. You have no idea how much this catastrophe has affected the poor citizens of Zenith. And my day off. I can only imagine what scars must have left on the rest of the country. I mean, if some star rain managed to affect not only the tavern, but also the whole city, it must have been pretty bad. Speaking of which, I'd be happy to help you fix the place up. If the money's right, of course. No, thank you. I'm closing up early today and tomorrow to take care of things. Alright, Chief. The offer stands. What? You don't really believe it was just shooting stars, do you? What else would it have been? Have you not seen the damage? Last time I checked, shooting stars were flaming comets traveling through the firmament of Cassiopeia. Sometimes they crash on Gaia. Rarely, but it happens. Nothing I would worry about. Just an average Genesis for me. Cassiopeia helped me. What? You know something I don't? Perhaps. No, do enlighten me, please. Well, it seems you're not aware of who you're talking to. Nope. My name is... Come on, man. Really? Alethea? Alethea. It's like Alicia, but with a lisp. Alethea Anwar. I'm a devotee of the great dragon Cassiopeia, bringer of change and lady of the gilded sea. I fight for those that cannot fight for themselves, bring just to those who would bring doom. Now, I'm very aware of when something is wrong with the firmament. Cool. Pleasure to meet you, Alethea. I feel like in fantasy names, you just don't hesitate. You just roll through it, and you just go with whatever comes out. Now, trust me when I tell you, this was more than just your average asteroid shower. Bad at trusting strangers, but go ahead. At least something worse happened. I feel like the turtle should be going for those leaves, hey? What? I know the stars fell out from the sky. Literally. Usually I reside in the aperture. It's a temple in the far northeast dedicated to Cassiopeia. But for my niece's birthday, I decided to take a few days off and visit her, to take her to the carnival on the outskirts of Zenith. Just on our way back, when suddenly right above us the sky was ablaze with a million stars raining down on Gaia. I'm very attuned to the realm of Cassiopeia, the harbour of all luminaries of the firmament. I like this new song as well. I've really liked all the songs through the game. Just say Astral Realm. That wouldn't do the place justice, but what would you know? It's vast and yet so full of beauty. It's an ocean with glistening surface, home to creatures beyond our comprehension. It's a theological term for it. Anyways, I know something was off the moment it happened, perhaps even a tad beforehand. Like the feeling of impending doom, when all the hairs on your neck stand up and you know there's a creature lurking somewhere in the shadows. Exactly. Which is why, Innkeep, I came here right after fulfilling my duties this morning. So many were hurt. It's a matter close to my heart, figuring out what happened. After crying with those infected, many referred to you and your tavern. If anyone had any intel, it'd be you, they said. They did? Yes. Sorry to disappoint, but I imagine I know even less than you do. So hoping to find some clues at least to help me start with my investigation. Well, he could ask around for you, I'm sure. Would you do that? I can certainly try. Good. In the meantime, I shall do what I do best, aid those in need. Perhaps find out more about this disaster. Why? What? Why are you so nonchalant about all of this? Things like this happen all the time, and people like you fix them. Thus, not my problem. People like me are the reason people like you can continue living like that. I didn't ask for any help. There'll be time when you do ask for help, and then you will be happy there are people like me. Sure. Before I forget, Innkeeper. Yes, Alethea? I will help you fix up your tavern, free of charge. Not necessary, but thank you for the offer. Well, if you don't need my help, I know many around that do. So I'll be going. Maybe we'll know more about this when I return. Alright, so they don't like each other, Jade and Alethea. How dramatic. Isn't it normal for divine devotees to act like that in times of crisis? Not sure if I'd call this a crisis. Sure, if it's like she said and the literal stars fell from the literal sky, then yeah, that's odd. But then again, I'm sure Cassiopeia would have stopped it from happening if she wanted to. Are you religious? No, but I don't deny the dragon's existence. Which means I'm more than confident in saying that if they want to be worshipped, they should work for it. We all work for something, I work to get paid. You work to get paid, and they just get paid without working. I wouldn't say they aren't working. And what are they doing to help in a time of crisis like this? They're taking care of the grand scheme of things. Ah, wishful thinking. Who are you? Hey, yo. Alright, this guy's interesting. Greetings, adventurer. Who? Me? You're the only one who entered my tavern, no? Yeah, but in what way do I look like an adventurer? That's just a standard greeting. Budget couldn't cover any more, I suppose. I have a wide variety of greetings. If that makes you feel better. Smiley face on his fingers, though. Oh, God. Give me Innkeep. Give me something from your repertoire of greetings. Surely we go to top one. Hey, yo, bro. Cringe fail. Didn't you greet me like that? It's different when I do it. Yeah, the whole demeanor revolves around cringe. Yeah, exact. Wait, what? Who even are you? Jade, you? Iniko. Cool name. Jade, can I steal it? What? What? I'd prove if no one stole anything. Drakes, got it. Can I have a drink then? If I can't have your name? Of course, what do you want? What do you have? Everything. What do you need most right now? Don't make me more swift and agile, like a slippery worm. Can't risk getting caught after all. What? What? Worms can be slippery. That wasn't... Never mind. Slippery worm coming right up. So swift strike, yeah? I like that we've already, like, you know, there's only 6, but we've sort of learnt our drinks. He wants to be like a slippery worm. Worms can be slippery, Jet. Swift strike! Thank you, Andu. Chat, make sure we say thank you to Andu for all his help. He's working real hard. He's working real hard, chat. He is the best boy, the best dragon. No worms, but perhaps it'll suit your tastes. Oh, wow, this is great. Amazing, even. Where'd you learn this craft? In the primordial vortex? Don't look at me like that, I'm just joking. You aren't from here, are you? Who, me? Who else? Corey. Is that the thing on your shoulder? Bingo. Oh my god, it's alive! Ah! Oh. And his name is Corey. Look at his nose. I love it. It's short for corruption. Ah. No. I meant you. Well, I'm nowhere, anywhere, and everywhere all at once. But most of me is from Avalon. Oh, an Avalonian. Native born or by ancestry? Native, duh. Ah, that's interesting. Love this character the best. I'm loving all of them, eh? Oh, that's interesting. Find it pretty lame, to be honest. There's nothing going on over there. Everyone's the same. And you think it's different here on Gaia? Yeah, I mean, not really, but I can go anywhere I like. Barely anyone knows me here. Oh my god. He's a bit evil. 2 steps. Thank you for the follow. 2 steps from Rivia. Welcome in. Theft. Identity fraud. Censored. All's goody-goody with me because I can be someone else tomorrow. In Avalon, they all see through that game very quickly. I see. Changeling, then. Yes. I say so out of trust. Just kidding. If you tell anyone, I'll come for you. Fret not. What happens in the tavern stays in the tavern. Then we're cool. I love that the pet also has a knife. Oh yeah, absolutely. He's perfect. His name is Corey. Cool. So, what brings you here, Nico? This and that, you know? Zenith seems like a cool town with a cool name. Got distracted by that giant hog in your front yard and thought I'd come in and say hi. That would be mine. Cool. I don't do mounts, I'm faster on foot. That way I can admire the landscape, take U-turns through narrow spaces, pickpocket. And did you admire that wrecked ruin that was once Zenith? I mean, I love chaos, so... Is it that bad? You ever leave this tavern in keep? The city looks like a broken mirror. You bet it does. Looks like a star hit the center of Zenith, and boom. I really love that Corey has a knife. You're right, that is the best bit, hey? Yep. Oh. There's nothing we can do about it. Exactly. Someone will fix it. That someone's not me. Ah, me neither. What if no one fixes it? So what? Then it stays broken. The 8th tree won't tumble just because some stars fell from the sky. Sure, some egomaniac is already on their way to fix it. Needn't get my hands dirty. Ditto. Is that a bit bleak? Why even bother? There's always someone who fixes everything. And if not, then it ain't bothering anyone enough. Which means it isn't a problem. Alright, I don't like these two ganging up on me. Exactly. No, Jade is a mercenary, but say, Iniko, you aren't exactly a traditional adventurer either, huh? Ah, no way. The self-righteousness and self-sacrificial hero complexes ain't my vibe. I would say all adventurers are like that. Name one adventurer that didn't die from self-sacrificial tendencies. I knew one, but they perished thanks to their hubris. Another classic. Reminds me of the group I met last week in Erebor. They were nice, but too nice, you know? I know exactly what you mean. Were they also on their way to investigate the falling stars? Nah, they were heading somewhere north. Didn't really listen, didn't care. I was nice to them. Too, you know? Charmed some rations out of them when they were prepared breakfast at their camp. They around campfire, drinking tea, munching on bread and bacon. One of them was a wizard, I believe. Full in robes and magic type of guy. Kept going on about how Leviathan was sending bad omens to the bottom of his teacup. Leviathan? Huh, why him? Dunno. Was he trying to warn you about his sister's demise? His sister? Cassiopeia. Ah, right. Sorry, mythology really isn't my cup of tea. Leviathans in this game. What is your cup of tea? Fraud. I just love that he gets a knife as well. Checks out. So, Leviathan warned via his tea leaves about the start of something terrible. I know she was in this game here, exactly. Tattered wings, tainting the gilded sea, and dark shades of misery. Leave me behind nothing but a shimmering void. That's exactly what he said. How did you know? I think I read that somewhere before. Did you read about the blazing eruption at the foot of the Delaware Hills? No, but I heard about that when I was in Zoford. Thought the Fae were doing one of their quirky rituals again. Wait, so it actually happened? Yep. I also read that from his tea leaves. Whoa, seems like the guy was a real psychic. I guess, divination magic can be powerful. Tea leaves said the wings shall be torn apart at the feet of Avalon, nestled between the peaks of Delwell. Delwell? It really could be true. What? Sounds like whatever happened in Delwell was the reason the stars fell from the sky. Tainted Gildan Sea, shimmering void, metaphors for a starless sky. The wizard was... Yeah. Lost that one. If the wizard was right about his tea leaf reading, that is. But it fits with what I heard in Zoford. Happened just a few days ago. Oh, that's how you're connecting it all. How else? No idea. I thought he was just babbling. With everything that's been happening recently, I think he might have been onto something. Odd that the adventurers didn't try to stop it from happening. Maybe they were lacking in ego. Maybe. Maybe they thought someone else would come along to fix everything. Okay, enough. I understand what you're getting at. Maybe they're just pretending to be adventurers. Maybe they were the cause of all this, and they were just bragging about it, thinking I'd stop them. Enough with your maybes. They're pointless and aren't helping anyone. I'm getting a headache. I'll go get some fresh air. So long, Innkeep. Merry hunting, Jade. Now it's just you and me, Innkeeper. Indeed, Inico. Have you ever thought about what would happen if no one ever fixed anything? Nah, pal. Just don't think about it. Life's easier that way. Why do you worry so much? You have your tavern. Just mind your own business. This is my job. I listen to stories and gather rumors to make quests. I get it. Sounds like the blurb on the back of some page turner. I wouldn't want my life to be a page turner. Well, then it's good we aren't all the same. Though it could technically be anyone, even you. Don't. Drakes, I'm kidding. Didn't mean to split in your suit. You didn't. Cool. I'm off. See if I can snatch some coins off the streets. Good luck. Don't need any Innkeep. And that's the demo. I did it. I actually very much enjoyed that, guys. God, the music just cutting out immediately is a bit rough. Chat, pinned up the top is the link to wishlist that YouTube. I'm going to chuck that in the YouTube description. It's cute. I like it. I really enjoyed that. I did. That was cool. Really enjoying that. We may have to come back to this, guys. I think I was having a lot of fun in that. All right, let's jump over to just chatting to close out the YouTube video before we keep moving on the stream chat. Let's jump over there now. YouTube, what'd you think? I really enjoyed that. I really liked that, actually. That was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it as well. Thank you for hanging out and watching with us. I'm very much looking forward to giving that more time. Hopefully we'll get to check it out when it comes back out. Once again, thank you so much to the development team for sending it over. As I said in the YouTube description, there'll be a link for the wish list for this, so go wish list it if it's something that you think you'd enjoy. If you did enjoy it, let us know in the comments. Hit a like and all that kind of stuff so that we know that you want to see more of it. The stream over on Twitch is going to continue. We're going to be going on to our next part, which is going to be Banjo-Tooie. The Banjo-Tooie VOD is already out because I'm putting that out on Sunday morning. So if you're watching this, go watch the VODs from earlier in the weekend. Anyway, YouTube, thank you for hanging out. We'll see you real soon. We love you. Bye, YouTube.